Okay, so the 1.1 update finally happened. We were all waiting yesterday, but it got delayed, the English version at least. Kind of not what I was planning, but hey, shit happens. They actually went live for me at 5:30 in the morning, which kind of sucks, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's have a look at the first live stream for 1.1 update on Honkai Star Rail. Let's go.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous source.
That's Albert, isn't it?
A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Xianzhou Lafu.
Ooh.
Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the Lafu Skyfaring Hellmaster Madame Yukong.
Oh, she looks awesome.
As Mr. Luocha,
that's only her avatar.
traveling merchant currently
chibi,
staying
whatever.
on the ship. Madame
She looks so
Yukong,
cool.
What's
I like
the
her.
latest on the Lafu situation?
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control.
I like her
We've
voice.
evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I see.
Well, yeah, and the safe
Mr.
zones, yeah.
Luocha,
But it's not
I
over.
hear you experienced the crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Laofu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers that I was able to escape unharmed.
Kindly
That's the
strangers.
Xianzhou
Thanks, Dan
Alliance.
Hung.
I knew you guys had everything under control.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a lot of suspicious activity. We believe the infamous Stellaron hunters are responsible. We now have 2 suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka. Unfortunately,
Wait, did she
their
not know at this
accomplice
point
is
yet
still
that they
on the
escaped?
loose.
Is she still under the impression that they're still there?
Silverwolf? I heard she
Spoilers.
infiltrated the Xianzhou systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Like this one.
Exactly.
Hey!
Just like...
Silverwolf.
Your fake ID info is ready.
Oh, there she is.
This place is different from the rest of the space.
Oh, she looks so cool with the
We're on
sunglasses.
Genius Society
Well, the problem not sunglasses, but
All right, let's get going.
she
We
really
have
is a
to
vibe.
move
I like her.
quickly. Not what we're looking for. It's a bait signal.
Jabate it. She's so cool.
You can challenge the
Madam
space
Herda?
station, but challenge me? Good luck.
Well, I think she's up to the challenge,
Welcome
for
to
sure.
Bellabog's History and Culture Museum.
Museum?
As you can see,
New zone?
interior looks brand new. But we're in a
Pela?
bit of a bind.
Serval?
Our exhibit was
Okay.
stolen.
Exhibit stolen. What is this, an event? Hook. Wait, is Hook the thief?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects.
Luocha?
Let's settle this. Enough talk. Have at it!
I'm pretty curious about this guy, by the way. I kind of want to learn more about his backstory, about his coffin and all that. His Welt.
Never let your guard down in front of your
Yukong!
And now, young man,
Wait, who was
allow me
that?
to give you a dignified end.
Who was that before? Oh, she's there.
And whether or not
Nice.
your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Good morning, good afternoon, good
Your
evening.
host and good buddy Albert. Welcome.
He's such
to
a great
the
host.
Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special Program.
Albert is so cool.
Good to be here.
Today,
I'll-
we've invited 3 special
I love how
guests to
Silverwolf
be
is
with
sitting
us on
there
the program.
with her phone,
Introducing
probably hacking stuff.
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun and I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas and I voice Luocha.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett and I voice Yukong.
Pleasure to have you with us. And now, without further ado, let's get straight into Honkai Star Rail version 1.1.
Let's do it.
What's new, Craig?
Well, judging from the trailer we just saw, it looks like all 3 areas got some updates. Herda Space Station, Bellabog,
All of
and the
them?
Xianzhou Lafu.
I don't know if you noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time.
Ayo.
Just saying.
I'm excited for her.
Silverwolf, I hear our notorious Stellaron hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory soon.
Ooh.
Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we get some more of her. I like to call it cubes. I mean, everything about this girl just screams digital and hacking and even gaming.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we saw this mysterious girl was back at the
I love
start
her
of the
little
story.
avatars
That's
around her.
right. It's hard to keep an air of mystery when you're the first one on the scene, but...
I think she couldn't have timed it better.
I think you couldn't have timed that better.
So, what role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
Well, hacker.
She's a super hacker, essentially. Lots of technical know-how. If you've got a hack, she's got your back.
Nice.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
Yeah.
Hacking the surveillance system on her to space station? Not easy.
So she's
That's how she
5-star
located the
quantum
Stellaron.
nihility.
Let's not
All right.
forget the Xianzhou. She hacked into the Luocha's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey,
Yeah, she's
you
great.
guys know that this is all pretty illegal, right?
Yeah,
Illegal?
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess what we're trying to say is
Maybe.
Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all defense systems. That's why she's useful to the Stellaron Hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well,
I like it,
this
I like it.
probably won't come as a surprise to anyone, but she's a gamer.
Hey,
In
well, there we go.
fact, she sees the universe as a game in itself, and she's playing to win. She actually uses a lot of gamer slang in conversation.
Relatable
Not
content
everyone
right
picks up
there.
on it, though.
Got it. So it's fair to say she's kind of a nerd?
Kind of a nerd.
Could
I think a lot
say
of people are gonna
that.
pull for her just
She's
for that
also
alone,
not great at socializing.
because they relate with her.
Really? Huh. She always struck me as pretty outgoing.
I guess she does have a lot of friends.
Hold up a second. She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends.
How does that work?
That's quite the combo.
That's not how-
Well,
that's not
if
how
you
it works for me.
struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Melissa, you're talking about imaginary friends, right?
AI?
I'm not sure that counts.
Imaginary. I see what you did there, Luocha.
Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little guys on her character artwork? That's friend. There's devil. This one over here is white collar. Oh, and this
White
one's
collar?
servant.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are cute. I like them. I like them.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable. When Silverwolf talks about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second. Since when did AI become so adorable? Clearly, we're making it real
AI can be
easy for
whatever you
machines
want it to
take
be, man.
over. It's thanks to Silverwolf's hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age. Let's take a look at her strengths.
Yes,
Well,
please. Yes, please.
Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority. In particular, her skill can
Great
inflict
DPS
a
showcase there.
weakness on enemies. The weakness she inflicts matches a random ally's attack type.
Which is to say that
What?
even if nobody on her team has an attack type which matches an enemy's weakness, Silverwolf can create a weakness that will correspond to an ally's existing
Wow.
strength.
Exactly. In addition,
That's pretty
every
cool.
one of Silverwolf's
So she's
attacks
pretty
has
much-
a chance of inflicting the enemy with
She's-
a random bug.
So she's pretty much
There are
hacking
three
into their
kinds of
weakness
bugs,
system.
which reduce the enemy's attack, defense, and speed, respectively.
Okay.
Not
And
bad.
outside of combat, Silverwolf can use her technique to attack an enemy and enter battle. Regardless of enemy weakness, she deals damage to all enemies and reduces their toughness.
If
Okay.
Silverwolf breaks an enemy's weakness with her technique, it triggers the quantum weakness break effect, right?
Yes, that's right. What else was I going to mention? Her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
I love that animation. It's like
I'm very amazed about about that she can
I'm
like
starting
add a
to
weakness.
See what
That's
you mean by the
it's pretty
universe
cool.
being a game to her.
It doesn't stop there either. Did I mention her ability names? There's System Warning, Allow Changes, awaiting system response, force quit program. Oh, you get the
There's
picture.
error 404. Where's that one?
Was there one called a 10-set guarantee? Ooh. Or how about single warp miracle?
Ooh. He's so silly.
Sadly not. Her ultimate's called user banned, though.
Oh, I know what that means. Banned out of existence. Yeah, I guess the scary ultimate needs a scary name. Well,
True,
it's time to move on to the Xianzhou's mysterious visitor. Luocha, the traveling merchant.
Ah, Coughing Man. Mr. Coffin Man. I don't know how to feel about him, to be honest. There's a lot of mystery around this guy, for sure. I mean, he does look cool. For sure. He was imaginary as well, was he? If I'm not mistaken.
Straight off
Yeah,
the bat,
well, there we go. Yeah,
man
there's my
knows how
answer.
to dress. Elegant look, gentlemanly demeanor, but they say he's hiding a secret. What do you think?
I mean, he looks
Good
cool.
guy or villain?
But why the fuck does he have a coffin on his back?
Very suspicious.
Really? How so?
Well, imagine some guy waltzes into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be
Plus, he has a
little taken
coffin on
aback,
his
right?
back. What the fuck?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy. Some tourists do their research.
Uh-huh. Well, don't you think his healing abilities are a little mysterious? They came
are.
in pretty handy during the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a traveling merchant, I'm gonna want some first aid skills under my belt. Exactly. It's a dangerous career.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
She's right, though.
Well, I feel like this guy already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
It's possible.
You guys have an answer for everything. Is this the Luocha fan club or something?
Yes.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start one.
What about
Probably
the
already has
coffin
one.
he carries around with him? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone needs a conversation starter, right? Especially traveling merchants. Think about it. If you walk past this guy, the coffin's gonna draw your attention, right?
Uh-huh.
You'll probably ask him about it. Before you know it, he sold you a new set of shower curtain rings.
Shower
No,
curtain
something-
rings.
That kind of makes
The
sense.
fuck?
Pretty smart.
I see.
And if you find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happened upon the finest collection of authentic Xianzhou bathroom
What
wear.
is it with this guy and
Beautiful
shower
stuff.
curtain
Low
rings?
prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is Luocha a good guy or villain?
Well, I
think we
mean-
have enough information.
He's a playable character, so I suppose he's
Guess all you
He's a good guy,
trailblazers have
right?
to make up your own minds.
he doesn't give me villain
Why
vibes.
don't we take a look at his ability?
Ooh, now we're talking. Luocha is an imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing
Fair enough.
too and dispel debuffs from his allies.
Oh, he dispels
For
debuffs
example,
too.
Luocha's skill can restore an ally's HP. When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, Luocha uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Okay.
Emergency healing, huh? Important for team survival.
Is that kind of like what
is.
Natasha does to herself?
After unlocking a special trace, using Luocha's skill also dispels a debuff from an ally.
Huh.
Using Luocha's
That's handy.
ultimate, Death Wish, dispels one
Death
buff
Wish.
from and deals imaginary damage to all enemies.
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing your allies, Luocha has an important role to play.
Okay.
Precisely. And here's something else. Every time Luocha uses his skill or ultimate, he grants himself one stack of Abyss Flower. Now,
Abyss
when
Flower?
the Abyss Flower reaches a certain number of stacks, Luocha deploys a field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field
set
is
number.
active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack. And that's not
Oh.
all. After unlocking a special trace, attacks against enemies in the field can restore ally HP.
Cool. It's,
So it's-
like a force field of healing.
Healing
During
over time,
exploration,
basically.
when Luocha uses his technique Mercy of a Fool, his field will be immediately generated at the start of the next battle.
Sheesh.
Okay.
Mr. Luocha.
I mean, not sounding bad at all, to be honest.
And extraordinary skills.
Ah, Miss Yukong. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I mean, look, oh my gosh, she looks so amazing, man. Oh, she's a bow user as well, by the way. I didn't realize that. I'm not sure if I knew that. I don't think I knew that. Bow user. All right. At least in this game, I don't have to aim. That's good.
Else here we gotta get to.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking about the elegant,
Oh, wow, guys.
Fair Helm Master, Madam
Guys.
Yukong.
About time, too.
Can we just take some time to...
Commerce, cargo, passengers, all the way through to the Air Force.
Can we just take some time to
matters relating to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission.
to enjoy the jiggle physiques. I'm sorry, I was at a loss for words.
Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Xianzhou skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
I like how she has a star skiff in her hand.
That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
You're
Lol.
only young once.
Speedster.
6 red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home. Well, her rebellious streak might be a thing of the past, but she's still as sharp as ever. Dawn, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character following the path of harmony. Her skill Emboldening Salvo grants her 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings.
Okay.
When Roaring Bowstrings is active, the attack of all allies increases.
Attack buff.
Yukong loses
Okay.
1 stack of Roaring Bowstrings with every allied turn.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
2 turns.
got it.
All right.
During exploration, using Yukong's technique increases her movement speed
Oh, wow,
for
look
a
at her
set time.
Oh, she's
It
fast.
also allows her to obtain 2 stacks of Roaring Bowstrings at the start of the next battle.
Oh.
Ooh, sounds like a good recipe for
Well, that's
shaking
nice
off
actually to
enemy
start your fight like that.
Using Yukong's basic attack triggers her talent 7 layers, 1 arrow, which deals additional damage and increases the toughness reducing damage of the current attack. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Okay.
When Yukong unleashes her ultimate, Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect is enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies.
Wow.
Her days on the front lines may be over, but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere.
I mean, it doesn't sound that bad at all, to
Maybe
be honest.
one day, we'll get to see her take flight once again.
And she was a
Ooh,
4-star, right? Yeah, she's
here's
4-star.
hoping.
Man,
Okay, not
I'm
bad.
really spoiled for choice with these characters, huh? Still, let's not forget what else we've got coming up. In version 1.1, we'll be welcoming 2 brand new light cones to the warp. First up,
Oh yeah, light cones, of course.
Incessant
Yeah.
Rain.
Bubblegum in the rain, huh?
So Silver Wolves and Luochas.
The
Light cones.
Silver Wolf energy is strong in this one.
You got that
Wait, they're not
right.
going to show us what they do?
Someone don't want to tidy the room?
So true. She's like,
Incessant Rain?
I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it as soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
Sure.
Now, the second light cone is the Path of Abundances.
Echoes of the Coffin.
See, it looks like a snapshot of Luocha talking to the coffin?
Nothing to see
It's
here.
like some kind of thorny vines are
nor-
emerging from
all
beneath the
normal.
lid. So many questions. I get a sense of mystery and elegance, but there's also a kind of tenderness and fragility here. Don't you think?
Well, one thing's for sure. If people weren't curious about Luocha's coffin yet, they are now.
Oh, I've been
Just a
curious
man
for
in
a
his
long time.
ornately decorated vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Exactly, it's all
Whatever
fine.
you say, Chris. Check this out. During the first phase of version 1.1,
Okay,
in
we
the
get
character
Dan
warp,
Hung, Asta, and
Contract
Serval.
Zero,
Okay, some
Trailblazers
extra
can obtain the limited
8 ones for
5-star
these guys
character
wouldn't be
Silver
bad.
Wolf. During the same phase in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Incessant Rain will be boosted. Now, during the second phase of version 1.1 in the character warp Lake
Yukong's on the second one.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Luocha and 4-star character Yukong.
I would have loved to see her
During
in the first
same
one.
phase, in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted.
I would have loved to see Yukong on the first
and I
one.
forgot to mention, when version 1.2 rolls around, Trailblazers can take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star character Yukong for free.
Oh!
Details for this event will be announced through official channels in the not
take
too
it.
distant future.
Nice.
I'll take it. Okay, so
awesome.
I don't technically have to wish on this one.
Let's take a break for a minute here.
If I don't want to.
When we get back, we'll be talking version 1.1 events.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome back, Trailblazers.
Thank you,
New
thank you.
characters and light cones aside, version 1.1 has lots of events and gameplay updates. And a little bird told me there's an event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, Kafka and Silverwolf invaded Herta space station. Kafka's mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silverwolf's mission was to help Kafka infiltrate the space station systems and
Hack.
locate the hidden Stellaron. But
Which
that
happened?
wasn't enough for Silverwolf.
Oh, that moment.
I can
That
believe
moment.
that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti. Just her way of letting everyone know Silverwolf
Wait.
was here.
Way
I
to
have
rub it in their
noticed those.
faces, Silverwolf. Still, artists
Oh, this is for
need
the
an
event,
outlet.
right?
This all sounds like classic Silverwolf energy to me.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be for the
Oh,
event.
I forgot to tell you guys the name of her homeworld. Punk Lord. Kind of fitting, don't you think?
What? Punk Lord?
Seriously?
Punk
No
Lord.
way.
Afraid so. I think
like
she
it, I
was
like it.
destined for this kind of behavior. Anyway, in the Star Hunt game event,
There she is.
the Trailblazers receive an invite from the space station's network security engineer, Leonard. They have to help Leonard
Yeah, Punk Lord.
locate the digital graffiti hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Wait, there
Okay.
are secrets hidden inside the graffiti? But if it's all digital... Oh, I bet you need to hack into it or something.
You might be right.
Well, most likely.
We also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Screwlum. He'll be helping
What?
the Trailblazers too.
Screwlum?
Haven't we
Screw him?
seen Screw him before somewhere?
I think we saw a hologram portrait of him in Herta's office. He's a robot,
Oh.
right?
A
C-3PO.
robot Genius Society member. Interesting. I bet he's got a
He's
few
wearing a different
hacker
skin.
skills up his sleeve.
I do
If
like
he's
the
helping
way
us
he
out
looks,
too,
though.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
looks pretty
you know
cool.
what I found out? Silverwolf and
You like
Screwlum
him?
actually faced off against each other once. You can see a snapshot of their fight in the "We Will Meet Again" light cone.
I like that they show
Hey,
these light cones. I
Screwlum,
don't
looking
like that they
kinda
don't show
handsome
the
there.
abilities.
Jeez,
Like, I
his
kind of want to know.
portrait really doesn't do him justice.
You know, if you and the light cone need a moment here, the rest of us can head out.
I love a handsome robot.
We're fine, we're
I
fine.
guess this event will be the second time Screwlum's come up against Silverwolf's mischief, then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
Ooh, guess it does kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel like some
Tattoo?
of these characters could pull it off.
I
Yukong
don't
wants some
think that
tattoos?
feature's coming to Star Rail
Rawr.
anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible. The Trailblazer can apply them to in-game surfaces and take photos with
Oh,
the
lol.
artwork.
Really?
So cool.
Nice.
Oh, I guess that's a
Collecting the
little fun
graffiti
feature.
Designs also allows you to unlock the limited 4-star light cone before the tutorial mission starts.
Okay.
Complete the event mission.
This is limited
to
light
obtain
cone.
Always Smiling.
Is that Albert?
Which can be
Oh,
exchanged
nice.
in the event shop for limited light cone.
Look at
special
Albert on there, I love
super
that.
imposition material, as well as stellar jade.
Hey, that's
Many-
another good-looking light cone.
You gotta get this one for the art
Not
alone.
to change the subject or anything, but I gotta ask. Is that Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
Merch!
Looks so fluffy! I want one!
Oh, God.
Not to mention it. Why don't I introduce you to the IPC's merchandise department? If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time.
Albert is so cool.
Or maybe let's just get back to version 1.
I gotta get myself an Albert
now.
plushie or
In the
something.
story thus far, Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow. But there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes. Any of you guys want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two.
To the museum, probably?
Now that
yeah.
the underworld and overworld are reconnected, things are definitely heading in a better direction.
Did they show this
One
at the
recent
start?
development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum? I love museums. Oh, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
The only problem is exhibits are being
That's called
stolen.
stealing. Oh,
Anything
there we
you'd
go.
like to tell us, Melissa?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oops. Walked into
I
that
only
one.
just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
I didn't say it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Prime suspect.
Prime
anyway, in the
suspect.
Everwinter City Museum Ledger of Curiosities event, the Trailblazer must help Pela track down clues and recover the lost exhibits.
Okay.
Oh, I love a good whodunit.
Bit of
Sounds
investigating.
great.
Well, that's not all. The Trailblazer can take on managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
Oh, wow, really?
So what does that involve exactly?
I'm glad you asked. The Trailblazer can do things like collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can accumulate funds to expand the museum's exhibits and gradually unlock limited-time rewards,
Oh, wow.
such as stellar jade, lost crystals, and self-modeling resin.
You had me at Stellar
sounds
Jades.
Like fun. I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When the limited-time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game.
Oh, that's nice.
Trailblazers can return to the museum at any time to check out the collection and catch up with colleagues.
Oh, that's cool.
Of course,
That's cool.
if you encounter any issues during the running of the museum, please don't hesitate to get in touch with the IPC. Wait, we're gonna have the service.
Deep breath, Albert. Not everything is an IPC sales pitch.
Just breathe, man. Breathe.
This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
I'm sure our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version.
Of course.
Let's get back on track.
Yes, please.
All right. A researcher from the space station found a combat simulation program of unknown origin called Stellar Flare, which contains
Okay.
a series of new challenge stages.
Huh? More challenges?
Okay.
Every stage in Stellar Flare has a challenge theme and corresponding special mechanism.
Okay.
Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
Sounds like the Forgotten Hall to me.
Yeah,
The
a little
difference
bit.
with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points. In
Oh.
others, damage dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's toughness will be immediately restored.
So it's basically Forgotten Halls with a
sounds
twist.
pretty cool, but I'm sure Silverwolf will take care of it in one turn.
What if I haven't
Uh-huh.
leveled up enough characters? Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
Trial characters.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
To assist Trailblazers in completing the challenge,
Yeah,
every
easy.
Stellar Flare stage has a trial character suited to the theme.
That's nice,
You
though.
don't say. I can get behind
I mean,
that.
they do this in Genshin. Might as well do it here as well.
The Garden of Plenty event. Recently, the cosmos has entered a turbulent cycle, and the calyxes are unusually
Oh,
active.
okay, yeah.
The reality data contained within them has grown exponentially.
Oh, it's like, oh yeah,
which
it's like double
means-
talent books in
It
Genshin,
means
right?
that
Yeah,
over
okay.
a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily attempts to obtain
Okay,
double
for
the rewards from
for trace
calyxes.
materials, that's actually
Leveling
pretty
up,
handy.
here we come.
I would use it on
The
that
next
for
event
sure.
we're going to talk about is called Lab Assistance in Position. Wen Shuling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics needed for the next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress. As a result, Wen Shuling has asked the Trailblazer to help her collect monster materials for use in her research topic. If the Trailblazer collects and submits the experimental materials required on a given day, they can receive corresponding rewards.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire
Okay.
away.
These are Space Station and Belobog events, right? Aren't there any events
Luofu?
or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh.
That's exactly what I was about to bring up.
Okay, so we
In
get one
version
everywhere.
1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined for the Xianzhou Luofu. These missions will involve Bailu, Yanqing, and Luocha.
But they're showing 4.
As for the specifics,
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna keep that a
3 of those
secret for
4
now.
will be
We
in
can't go
the
spoiling
Luofu.
all
Okay.
the fun, can we?
Then one will be somewhere else.
Not even one
Okay, okay.
detail?
Come on, Don. Can you give us a little something?
Nope.
We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come on, Don.
All right, all right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer? And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
Ooh.
I was wondering who she was.
Well, all I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past. And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry! What prizes are worth waiting for?
What?
waiting.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're getting. However,
Oh, boo.
I do have a little info on some other updates. Interested?
Sure, I guess.
Well, if nobody's that interested, then I suppose I'll just...
Of course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert,
Spit
you're
the beans.
interested, right?
Spill. Spill the beans.
That's better, good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey will also be arriving
nice.
in version 1.1. For the length of this version, as long as Trailblazers log in for
Not
7
bad.
days, they can acquire 10 Star Rail special passes.
That's awesome.
10
Oh, free-to-play players are gonna love this.
Nice.
Version 1.1 will also see some system updates. When Trailblazers need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present, as well as pinpoint the precise location of the enemy on the map with a marker.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like a real time saver.
They're making it even more
Wait
easy
until
on
you
us?
hear this.
Wow.
Once the enemy in question
this
is
makes
defeated,
grinding so
the
easy.
marker will automatically move to the location of the next enemy.
Oh, that's
After
kinda
all
cool,
marked
actually.
Enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to pinpoint enemies on other maps. This process can be repeated until all daily respawn enemies of a certain type have been defeated.
Oh, that's a lifesaver.
Okay.
I barely found my way to the studio today.
Okay, that's gonna make grinding so
There's
much easier
also
for
a
sure.
small combat surprise in
Now we just
store.
gotta grind
During
everything
combat,
every day.
Trotters that have lost their
Smart
way
move.
may randomly enter battle. As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling materials can be obtained.
Oh,
Enemy geolocation and additional material opportunities. Devs, I owe you one.
I'll take it.
Last but not
But
least,
can I change
in
my
order
movement
to help
keys?
Trailblazers stay in touch, version 1.1 also has a friend chat function.
Well,
So
true,
you
we couldn't
mean,
chat before.
Aside from helping friends through support assist, we can send them messages too.
Wow, so much,
You
so
got
much
it.
co-op
Doesn't
stuff we
matter
can
if they're
do.
old
Wow.
companions or new acquaintances.
That's the spirit of trailblazing right there.
I mean, I guess it's
Hey,
nice that we
Albert,
can chat, but
what's your account? Let me add you.
I think at this point this is the only thing that
Need
kind of
to
lets me
add
down in the game is
you.
that you can't really do that
You
much
could
with
be my
friends.
personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
Salut.
I feel like they still definitely need to up their game on this one.
Made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Smart move.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
She's
Yeah,
serious
I'm gonna
though.
need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
Well, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Looks like our special program is coming to an end.
Oh, it's over.
Darn.
Do we
That's the
get a little
first guest of the
cutscene,
program.
something?
You guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground. Now I'm even more excited for the updates. Fingers crossed I get Silverwolf.
Yeah, seriously, same.
Great.
Imagine
How
being
you feeling?
Silverwolf and not getting
I feel like
Silverwolf.
I've got more questions than I came in with. What new directions will Luocha take the story in? Who's stealing exhibits from the museum? And what about those companion missions? Guess we'll have to find out the answers in game.
Yep, we'll have to wait.
Yeah.
For real. As for me, well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd seen a lot of Yukong up to now, but this was the first time I got to understand her moves and role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kinda wanna be her. Then again, I guess I kinda am her.
I had to double check that for a second, huh? Well,
For sure.
that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.1 special program.
That was it.
I
Nothing
wanna
anymore?
Thank all you trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
See you on the flip side.
See you when
I
see you.
love
Later,
Albert.
guys.
So, how did you guys feel about this live stream? What are you guys excited for? Are you guys gonna pull for Silverwolf? Are you guys gonna try to pull for Luocha? Are you guys interested in Yukong? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it. If you guys enjoy this content, make sure that you guys subscribe here on the channel. Don't forget, we also stream on Twitch a whole lot, so definitely come and check us out over there and drop a follow. I would appreciate it very, very much. That being said, I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good one. See ya.